Hi, this is Jorge Urbina from DevilsDigest.com. I'm over here at Camp TONTOZONA, day one of sessions over here in the Pines near Payson with senior wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk. And Brandon, first time over here in Camp TONTOZONA because the team wasn't able to come here last year. How do you like the experience so far?
It's nice. I like it. A little bit different being out here, but it's good to get away from the sun and just away from the city, just being out here with just the teammates and the coaches and getting to know one another.
I know you just got here last night with the team, but just the team bonding aspect of it. I mean, that's something the coaches, no matter who was here at Arizona State in years past, talked about being so important. Have you already seen that? I mean, not that you're not close with your teammates anyway, but just having that experience of being in tighter quarters, out of the element, does that bring the team closer, you feel?
Yeah, I mean, we're packed like sardines in two rooms, about 20 of us in one little room, little house, and just being out here. No service, no phone, so no media. Just you get to really know the person next to you who you go to war with every day. And we have a lot of personal time. Yesterday we got personal with some teammates and just get to know everybody a little bit more outside of football and what they're going through, because a lot of these guys, you don't really know what's going on outside of football. But it's nice to just get to know, just to scratch the surface and get deeper into each and every player on this team, and it's nice, yeah.
As far as the expectations from you, it's no secret Rob Likens, your position coach, Charlie Fisher, all talk about you being the person that can possibly replace N'Keal Harry. A lot of people take it as pressure. A lot of people just take it as a compliment. How do you take all this narrative that really started, ever since the bowl game where N'Keal did not play and you had one of your best games?
Yeah, I just take it one day at a time. If I just play my game, I'm not trying to be N'Keal Harry. I never was, but if I'm able to do what I know I could do and just hold my end up, then it would be just fine.
But I know a lot of folks were excited in that Las Vegas bowl game, which wasn't a great game for the offense, but because N'Keal Harry didn't play, the spotlight shining a little brighter, and you were able to have, if not your best game of the year, probably one of the best. Do you feel that really gave everybody a taste, and maybe even gave a taste for yourself, what 2019 could look for Brandon Aiyuk?
The bowl game was a little something, but definitely not at all. But I mean, yeah, it was just not having N'Keal out there. We got to see what it really was, what it's going to look like coming this year. But yeah, this coming August, the end of this month, we got something exciting coming for y'all.
As far as your skill development, Brandon, what do you think are some of the mechanics you improved on the most compared to this time last year?
Working with Derek and D. Haig and Coach Fish and just Frank over the spring, just got to work on a lot of little things that you don't really get to go over coming in the fall, because it's so quick and fall camp is quickly, so you just have to get to things. So stuff was a little bit out of whack, but we got to tighten those screws, and I could tell.
I know some folks think just because there's going to be a new quarterback behind center, whether it's Dylan, whether it's Jaden, that maybe there's going to be a little more overemphasis on the running game, and maybe the wide receivers not going to get theirs maybe as much as they did last year. But when I'm asking this question, you're kind of smiling. You're thinking that wide receiver production really is not going to drop no matter who's the quarterback.
Yeah, we got a special guy at quarterback. Mm-hmm. We're not worried about that at all.
But really, has it been an adjustment working with quarterbacks that you haven't worked that much compared to Manny Wilkins last year, just getting adjusted, because they always say, each quarterback, the ball comes out differently and everything, but is that really a big, maybe a bigger deal than people are making it, or is it really something that you really have to get used to, after like 10 practices or so?
I mean, all the quarterbacks, I worked with them in the spring. Last year I came in the fall, so really my first time working with Manny was just fall camp. So we've actually had more time with these guys to get adjusted to it. So I don't think there will be any difference, and I think it'll even be a little better. We'll see.
It's very, very rare, and people don't realize, to have two cornerbacks in their third consecutive year starting. I got to feel that for you it's a blessing just to have that challenge every day in practice, because that's not the only way you're going to get better, but that's definitely one way you're going to get better. Talk about going against Kobe Williams and Chase Lucas every day. How much has it improved your skill set?
It's crazy. Those are two of the top corners in this league, and you get to go Chase come on one day and Kobe comes the next day, and they just switch back and forth. And I talk to them all the time. They just say, we're just iron sharpens iron. We're trying to help each other get better. And Kobe tells me, he was like, you're going to be one of the best receivers. And he was like, I'm working with you. I'm trying to be one of the best corners. I'm like, yeah. So we're getting the best look that we get every week, every day in practice. So when we go out there on Saturday, it's like it's a drop off from the talent wise, basically at corner. So we just try to keep that mentality every day to come out here and work. We're gonna push each other. No negative energy. Good play. If it's good play by defense, good play by offense, we're gonna keep each other up. And yeah, it's all love. Those are my guys right there. They're gonna have a special year.
I know we talked a lot about the passing game. I know you take a lot of pride in being a kick and punt returner. Again, I go back to that bowl game. I mean, you definitely had a solid game in those aspects as well. How much pride do you take also being a elite kick and punt returner besides being the primary wide receiver in this offense?
Yeah, definitely. Punt and kick return, those are major parts of the football game. We saw at USC first in the kill, and the kill changed the whole dynamic of that football game by returning the kick. So I struggled earlier in the season catching the punt, so I've been out here catching a lot more punts, and just to help this team out and just to help myself as well going on. Being able to return punts and kicks is only a help.
And last question, Brandon. Now, for you this year, last year in Tempe, I got to feel there's some kind of sense of urgency. You got to really leave it all on the line. In your last year at Arizona State, how are you approaching this year? What do you want to see, come December, as far as your personal stats and just your personal growth as a wide receiver to say this was a successful year for Brandon Aiyuk?
If I'm able to come out here every single day and just get 1% better on this practice field, then I'll take that as a win. If I could do whatever I could do, if I don't need to catch a ball, we can win the games, and I'll be fine with that. If I have to catch 30 balls and win games, I'll be just fine with that as well. But just me play my role and just establish myself and establish that role, take control of that role, and do whatever the coach want me to do so we can win 19.
Brandon, thank you very much. From Camp TONTOZONA, this is Hood Rubino reporting for DevilsDigest.com.